Hi, and welcome to Jules Voto's Photo Focus. In this video, I want to talk about what we can expect from Nikon in 2024. But before I do, I just want to mention an amazing new camera which was recently announced by Sony, the A9 III. And the most amazing feature about it is the global shutter. And what that means is that the entire frame is exposed all at once, which enables you to sync with electronic flash up to the top speed of 1/80,000th of a second. 1/80,000th of a second. I don't know that I would ever need such a high speed, but back when I was shooting weddings, I was shooting Hasselblad, which had a leaf shutter. And I guess technically you could think of a leaf shutter as a global shutter because it opens all at once and you could sync your electronic flash at the highest speed of the leaf shutter. So in the Hasselblad, it was a 500th of a second. That 500th of a second really came in handy. So I think that's the best feature of this new camera. But in addition to this global shutter, it also has another nice feature that I like. It's a speed boost button. For example, let's say you're shooting at 10 frames a second and now something really quick is happening. A lot going on. You could just hold in a button and up that immediately to 20 frames a second or 30 frames a second, whatever you have it set for. So I really like that. I wish Nikon had that. So there are some other nice features, another nice advantages of that global shutter, but the two things that I really like are one, of course, that you could sync at a high speed and also that speed boost button. All right, so let's get into Nikon right now. I'm recording this on November 18th. This will be published the first week of December. Now, I will be away for a little bit on a trip, and I'm going to do a video when I come back on my travel kit. All right, what I think is a really good travel kit for a Nikon user. The Nikon roadmap, which I think came out late last year or early this year, called for 8 new lenses this year. So far, Nikon has delivered on 7 of them. We're still waiting on the 35mm lens, which it looks like may be a 35mm 1.2. As of the date I'm recording this, we have not heard anything as to whether that lens will be out this year, although, like I said, they were pretty good with everything else. All 7 out of the 8 were introduced. So it could happen. It could happen before this video is published. So just keep that in mind. But looking ahead, there's no new roadmap. I haven't seen, unless I missed it, but I have not seen a new roadmap for Nikon, so we don't really know what they're going to do next year. I am assuming that they will come out with some new cameras. More than likely, I would think would be a Z6 III with improved autofocus, a Z7 III possibly. I think an upgrade to the Z7 III would put it pretty close to the Z8, so I don't know that they would do that. I know there are some firmware updates coming in 2024. I think they said in the first half for the Z8 to give it improved bird focus, which was an update that recently was added to the Z9. As far as lenses, I think they've done great. I think Nikon has done great with lenses. There's a nice mix of high-end pro lenses and more affordable lenses, 1.8s and 1.2s, 2.8 zooms and then slower zooms. I think everybody would like to see a 70-200 f4, which I have the F-mount version and I really like it. So I think that would be something that would be really great. I would like to see a 200mm Z-mount macro lens. The 105 is great. I don't have it, but I understand it's great. But if you like to shoot bugs and insects and things like that, a longer lens is better. It gives you more distance from the subject. So I think that would be nice. I'd like to see some 1.4s. Maybe a 50 millimeter 1.4. There's no 1.4 lens in the Z line. How about a faster 105? Now the 105 macro has a great reputation. The 105 1.4 f mount also has a great reputation. So why not go with something in Z mount? Even an f2. I would love a 105 f2 portrait lens. The 105 2.5 was my go-to portrait lens for years when I was shooting film and even when I first started shooting with DSLRs. What a great lens. So I'd love to see a portrait lens, a faster portrait lens than the macro. And of course, the other thing, as far as cameras, there's been rumors for a while of a new APS-C Z-mount camera. Something along the lines of the D500 with the Z-mount, with all the improvements in autofocus that they've done. So I think that would be very desirable. I think it would be a popular camera. But if they do that, I think they need to add some additional Z-mount lenses for APS-C. Nikon had a great 17 to 55 2.8 f mount for the APS-C DSLRs back in the day. It didn't have image stabilization, but it was a great sharp lens. I think that would be nice in Z mount. Possibly, 17 to 55. Maybe they could go a little longer. Maybe 17 to 60. Maybe 16 to 60, as long as the lens wouldn't be too big, and make it a 2.8. I think that would be a very, very popular lens for those who would prefer to shoot APS-C. So who knows what's going to happen? I'm looking forward to the updates to the Z8. And as soon as they're out, I will update my camera. But I really would like to see what's going to happen with lenses in 2024. So hopefully we will see that 35 millimeter 1.8 out soon, and maybe Nikon will come out with a new roadmap. I think we have a lot to look forward to in 2024. I think it's going to be an exciting year. I'm pretty sure Nikon will be out with some new cameras. There's so much happening. I think this is a great time to be a photographer. There's just so many options that we have, so many features that we never had before from cameras that give us the tools to help us become a better photographer. The most important thing is the photographer, as I've always said, but better tools help. Better tools make it easier for us to capture great images, especially if you're into sports and wildlife, where great autofocus, high frame rates really help. So leave a comment in the comments below or email me any questions you may have. I would like to hear what you would like to see from Nikon in the coming year. Lenses, camera bodies, let me hear from you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I come out with a new video every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So I will talk to you next time.